Hi, Shane Fozard here, founder of Australian Success Academy and head coach for Intimate Success. I help both couples and singles learn more about themselves and their partner, whilst also learning hints, tips, tools, strategies and systems that have been trained by the world's most successful relationship therapists, so they can have a deeply connected relationship for the full duration of their life. Maybe in a relationship right now and you've had those moments where you've gotten angry at your partner, you've got frustrated at your partner, and maybe those negative emotions carried on for minutes, maybe even hours, possibly even days, and possibly even weeks. Well, how would you like to learn how you can resolve conflicts very quickly so you can communicate more effectively with your partner and have that deeply passionate, intimate connection with your partner every single day? Perhaps you're no longer in a relationship, maybe you're single, maybe you've had relationships in the past, and perhaps someone has betrayed you in some way. Maybe they've hurt you in some way, maybe you've had your heart broken. And perhaps you even need to keep in contact with this person, because maybe you've got children with them perhaps. And each time you speak to them, you feel that sense of anger, or you just don't feel very good anytime you need to speak or address them. Well, how would you like to learn how you can move past that pain and that hurt, so you can drop that baggage that you've been carrying and learn to communicate in a more civil and respectful way with them? And maybe even become friends with them and become that role model so your children can see that there is no more animosity between you and that other person. Or maybe you're just single and you just think that relationships are too hard. Maybe you've got some beliefs that just aren't working for you. Well, how would you like to change all that? So I used to be in a place where, as I'm sure you're aware, we're not taught how to have relationships. It's one of the biggest oversights in our society. We go through school, we go through university, some of us, but we're just not trained in how to have a relationship. Yet a relationship is one of the biggest sources of pain or pleasure for us. If your relationship's not working well for you, there's a good chance you feel it. You have that dark cloud following you. And if it's going really well for you, you feel on top of the world. Well, I know for myself, I have the absolute privilege and I am blessed to spend every single day of my life with the most amazing woman on this planet. Some of you have met her name's Jess. If you haven't met her, maybe you'll meet her sometime soon. However, when Jess and I first met and we started our relationship, we didn't know these relationship strategies that we now know. And there were moments where we had pretty heated discussions, and I felt frustrated at times, as I'm sure Jess did as well. There were times when we got angry at each other, and that lasted hours sometimes, and sometimes on rare occasions even days. Well, Jess and I thought there must be a way to have a better relationship. We knew it was fairly good, it was a pretty good relationship, but we knew there must be another level above that, another level we haven't even achieved yet. Now, we had this open-mindedness enough to be able to go to a relationship course. We went to our first relationship course, and the things we learned just blew our mind. And I was just so surprised at why aren't people being trained in this? Why aren't kids being trained this at school so they can actually have an amazing relationship? Now, Jess and I spent tens of thousands of dollars going to many events, many training courses, learning from the world's most successful relationship therapists, and employing these tools, these systems, these hints and tips in our own relationship. I've got amazing results. I now work with people and I help them improve their relationship. I work with people that are single and help them move into a new relationship. I've helped people that are on the verge of divorce reconnect and feel that deep sense of passion and intimacy for each other and realize they do still truly love each other. And I've also helped other people disconnect. They just decided it wasn't working, and to do so in a very amicable way. Now, we've created a system, a program called the Honeymoon Feeling Forever 6-step system. And I'll very quickly give you some insight to it. The first step is oneself, which goes to show you that if you want to change a relationship, it starts with you. Whether your partner wants to learn about how to improve the relationship, as long as you start to learn, you can create significant positive changes in your relationship just with one person, with you, by learning the skills and the tools and also learning more about yourself. We'll also look at step number 2, which we look at the 2 sexual energies and the dynamic that creates within a relationship. Step 3, we look at the 3 dimensions of a relationship. And what dimension are you at? Where would you like to be? And what does it take to move to that next dimension? We also look at step 4, which is all about forgiveness. how forgiveness is this incredible gift that you can give to yourself and to other people as well. Look at step 5, which is the 5 love languages. Looking at how do people receive love and how do they give love. And sometimes that's out of alignment. And starting to find out maybe why your partner doesn't feel as connected with you, because maybe you're giving love in the wrong language or in the wrong strategy. Let's look at step 6. We'll look at the 6 human needs and how that plays in a relationship, how that creates a dynamic in a relationship, and what you can do using and understanding the 6 human needs to take your relationship to that next level. Now, whether you're in this amazing relationship or whether it's struggling, maybe you're thinking of getting out, or maybe you're even single, there's always another level of happiness and success you are yet to achieve. Even for myself. And Jess and I still go to courses to this very day to take our relationship to that next level. Now, I'm running a free webinar in the next couple of days that I invite you to join me. This webinar is called How to Divorce Proof Your Relationship. It goes for an hour and I will teach you a few hints and tips and strategies that you can employ immediately in your relationship and get amazing results. As I'm sure you're aware, there's a fairly ominous statistic out there in the world, and that suggests that 43% of marriages end in divorce. And so even if you're in this delightfully happy, amazing relationship, well, you can never get complacent. You don't want to get complacent and think it's all going really smoothly and going fine, and I don't need to know this. Because one of the biggest oversights that people make is they don't value their relationship until they're about to lose it or until they have lost it. Look, like I said, this is a free webinar. It's happening in a few days' time. Click the button, join me. I'd love to see you there. Thanks again for watching. And remember, if you have a problem, there's always a way to find a solution. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.